What is going on, Pisces? This is your girl, Miss RHW, with another love reading for y'all. We're going to be looking at what's going on with your love life for August. This is for the collective of Pisces, so of course this may or may not resonate with you, as it does. It may pertain to other Pisces watchers or viewers who are experiencing different things going on in their storyline. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and get right into this. See what's going on with y'all in love and how that's going. What y'all need to know. Okay. All right. Aquarius. I think they had judgment in their reading. That was a reason for asking, I think. Or was that somebody else? I could be getting the signs all mixed up now. If you guys have any significant Aquarius placements, be sure to check those out. And of course, this is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So of course, you know your placements. Watch all your videos, okay? All of the whole zodiac applies to you. It's just really what areas do they affect you the most. And even though they're love readings, it may be affecting what you love the most in each of those areas of your life. So you can think of it like this. Okay. Good Lord. This is what happens when it's hot and you have your windows open. You get all kinds of little tiny little flies. Anyway, okay. Thanks for being patient with me, guys. What is going on with y'all love life? Judgment in here is the main focus. The question is is there going to be any changes? Is there going to be anything different finally? I feel like a lot of you guys have been trying to do something, or at least try to get some resolve to a situation. I think that for some of you guys, maybe, I feel like, may feel pushed in a certain direction, because the judgment typically talks about they're feeling like, there's this call to action, you can't miss it. Okay, sorry y'all, had to take care of something very quickly. I really feel like with judgment, especially when it comes to your love life, it talks about it there being a very big decision. I don't always say that I don't like to say that this judgment here is like an ultimatum, but there is something here where it's like a do or die situation, or a do or we're breaking up sort of situation. I kind of say, judgment suggested this, there needs to be some sort of changes. It can't go on the way things have been going on. And not because it's just kind of been going on for too long. It's just it's there's nothing to work with after that, and so it's kind of gonna render you I don't want to say useless, but it just doesn't feel like there could be anything done if there is no changes, if you just go back to how things used to be, because you're not the same person. You're just not the same person to be able to repeat the cycle over and over again. So I get this vibe, right? You guys are trying to decide, on the logistics of the relationship. You're trying to wrap your head around the whole idea of breaking up, of trying to choose one, I don't know, something about choosing between some options. Now, it could be that there are two people that you're seeing at the same time, Pisces, or this could just be you've been with this person for a long time and you're not sure of whether or not this is something that you want to pursue and still try to work at, or if this is just, if this is a calling for you to really connect deeper with your own sense of self, reestablish your own sense of security and stability in your life, because the root of the issue seems to be security. It seems to be consistency. There is this desire to grow and build something real, but then there's some issues that come up that keep that from happening, and it's a constant issue, but it doesn't seem to, I feel like it's so it's so, I say it's so basic or fundamental, or I don't mean to say those things to kind of put it off or blase it or to dismiss it like this is a like a easy to understand issue. It's more of like, it's just like, it's, you've been through this path and there have been options to resolve it, but there hasn't been any options taken, and it's just like you're at your wits end, you're at your processes end. There's nothing more that you can really do with the situation. I do like that this energy suggests that, you know, even if this is more of like a retirement versus um a um a promotion of sorts, like kind of moving to departments or something like that in regards to your relationship, this still suggests that you're giving yourself, giving back something. You're giving back something, some sort of reward, whether it's your independence, whether it's your sense of clarity of what you're doing, your own goals are, you know, in the main focus again, or, you know, you guys come together and really kumbaya, really feel that both of you guys are interested in making it work and trying to piece things together. Your underlying energy suggests that you guys, I mean, how the reading is prefaced is like, it's struggling. It's struggling because somebody, there's a lot of lacking in their connection, whether that's either not having a lot of money or not a lot of time together. Either both of you guys are struggling to communicate y'all's love languages, or you guys are just coming from a different angle that just makes it feel like the relationship is being depleted of its vital essence that's also that's not being put back. And so that's why it seems so transformed, or this is history for this relationship, because it seems like you've been here one too many times, and it's too big of an issue for it to be a thing to constantly chase and to constantly wait. So I say that because the Queen of Wands, she don't wait. Like, this is not an energy of wait and patience, none of that. If that's not the Queen of Pentacles, I'd be like, yeah. Okay, you have the time, you get the patience. Queen of Wands does not. And that's because she's getting frustrated. She's getting irritated. There's energy here that suggests that it's coming up. And this is an outcome. An outcome like of like, well, this is leading to like a camel's, you know, less straw against the camel's back sort of thing, you know? And you know, the Page of Swords could be somebody who's kind of picking up on that, kind of noticing that this is kind of, it's going south, there's a problem, and they may not be very aware of it. They may not know how to fix it or what to do about it, and they may not know how to ask for help. They may just try to get pieces of information from the different sources to kind of come up with a solution, but even then, it's not enough information to really work off of or feel confident taking any action toward. So I feel like some of you may just like have a heart to heart or a conversation that is explicitly clear, like where everybody is on the same page, or you explain things like you're 5. Like, you know, this is a page. Pages are babies or kids, very, very young kids. So their maturity level in ways in which, in the aspects in which they understand their element, which represents certain facets of human experience. Like Wands, for instance, deals with communication, conversations, data. This homeboy is going to be dealing with it like, it's expendable. I don't need to know the ins and outs. I just know it, and I'm good. It's good enough. You know how like a 2-year-old will talk to you. You know, they'll be like, oh, gabba, 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 I don't want this. They'll be like, I don't care what you don't want. You need your vegetables. You need to eat. Like, you can't just have candy. You can't just have snacks. You can't have chips all the time. Start having a fit. And that's because their limited understanding is they don't see a priority for that. They just know what they know. They know what what their goals are, what they're trying to do, how to communicate that. What's the problem? What's the issue? They don't think about the earth portions of it, the consequences of eating too much candy, drinking too much soda. They don't understand the implications that too much sugar in your body will toxify it. It will make you, it could increase your risk of developing a disease called diabetes. You can explain this to a child. It's like, what? Go create a disease called diabetes. What does that matter? What does that mean? That sort of level of understanding is what's coming out. And I feel like you may be dealing with this in this level with a person. You may yourself feel like you have a basic understanding of what's going on, and it's not even close to what you feel like is important, what the actual issue is, and you feel like you may be led breadcrumbs, and you're still not kind of clued into what's going on, and it's getting frustrating. These two together suggest that like the anger is built up with not a lot of information, or not very clearly understood information, so where both parties can feel like they can work together and be productive. It bounces back to your advice here with the Ace of Pentacles, like looking at a new trying to start something new, trying to go in a different direction, a direction that actually shows some stability, shows some consistency, some potential for growth, and willingness to grow. I mean, not arguments, going back and forth and feeling like you're making no progress because this person is just, unaware of things, and they don't know enough, but they think they know enough to know better about anything. And it's like, well, I don't know everything. I know I could be wrong. I don't understand why, when I'm telling you something that may not work for me or it hurts my feelings, I don't understand why. It takes extra to communicate my feelings so you get it. It just I mean, for some people, I mean, this could be an Aries. This could be, I can't remember what air energy that is. Oh yeah, this is a whole different new routine, whole new structure, committing to a whole new path, but a path that you could truly feel connected to, that you could feel will lead you to a sense of control in your life, a sense of direction, a sense of sense of stability. Like, whatever this was, it's the old routine, and it's just like what you could do is start a whole new, right? You could try this relationship, give it another chance, but you're doing it from, I'm going to try out what this new me that I will take with me if things don't change, because you are making the change. You just go ahead and make the change, Pisces, and if the pieces don't fall into place, at least you're prepared to take on the adventure and finding that thing that you're looking for here. Because in this moment where it is a transform or breakup, or transform, or we're going to have serious issues, this is your moment to test out the new you that would take up the helm of being responsible for your happiness and your stability and your needs and all the small things in between, right? Because if the person in this relationship isn't seeing that, or isn't considering that, and only thinks so far, as to like the the limitation of their distance, then you can at least be ready to take things into your own hands and start your own path in a different journey, because you've adapted to this new you. And in doing this, though, this new person still needs to be compatible with the person that you feel is ideal for you. If this is a relationship that you're currently in, or if you're dating and you're single, it still applies. If you are realizing that this situation is no longer working for you, then the person that's going to help you survive this, the person that you are now, that's going to help you survive this if it doesn't work out with the changes that have occurred from this situation happening, I still would I recommend keeping in mind what would your ideal person's counterpart look like, while you're still taking yourself into consideration and adapting to this new reality of showing love and showing up for your new person, for this new type of relationship, this new dynamic that's being established in the relationship. I don't necessarily all out see a breakup. What I do see, though, is that this could eclipse. This could just be like, you know what, I can't do this, because I don't see that this is going to change, and it's familiar. I'm comfortable with it. I know what it's like. I know what all this is. I'm familiar with it. Is it giving me the happiness I want? Am I capped out of what I can receive from this? Is this all I'm going to get? If it's all you've been receiving, and more than likely. and you can change yourself and do all these things, but you also know too that there's only so much that you should have to take with the new you that's coming out from this energy, from this situation. And I feel like for your life, you guys, you're looking to expand. You guys are either trying to move home, trying to move out, trying to get married, or you're trying to do something where you can really expand your life in a way. But there's just this indecision and a repetitive action, or action that is depleting the relationship. And it just feels like, well, at this point, I'm getting frustrated and losing ways of communicating this and saying things a different way. I'm going to look at the Page of Swords because I get the vibe that the Queen of Wands, she's very, she's very clear. She comes up, she wants things the way she wants them. She doesn't want anything less than, she understands you doing your best, but if it's not what she's asked for, it doesn't matter. Page of Swords. Ooh, this looks like somebody jumping to conclusions before something's really hit the fan, and it just kind of escalates into chaos a bit. The Tower is usually something that is destroyed because of the foundation was not strong enough. The foundation had cracks and it was compromised. So I feel like, and that's compromised was either the lack of faith, the eavesdropping, the piecing it together, the conclusions that were made that just needed more information, or the lack of emotional awareness that may be afoot, that just feels like it's just complete and blatant disregard. I feel like this is a dramatic action that's something small that's seen to be bigger than it would actually be under normal circumstances, because the Queen of Wands is a drama queen. She is dramatic. Everything has effect to it, a serious big effect to it. So I don't see this energy taking things lightly. I think this person kind of takes it to a whole new degree. And then you got Strength here, which is like, hey, well, you have you do have the potential, to go the distance and see how this goes and give this one last shot. You do have the opportunity, but it's all about how you stay consistent with your own changes. Adopt your own changes, your own requests. Live in the world that you would like to live, and do your absolute best not to buckle back to old ways of doing things, or buckle back into old habits that don't seem to get set you up for success in the ways that you'd like. Like falling back into the old routine that doesn't make you happy is it doesn't commit to the changes that you said that you would make, or the changes that you were seeking, or the replenishment of energy here. Panther Spirit, reclaim your power. Ooh, very interesting. Very interesting, y'all. Let us see what this says. Let's just see what this says. Panther Spirit. It takes courage to face challenges, and right now, Panther Spirit is here to say that you are braver than you think. Now is the time to take a risk and step into a difficult aspect of your being. Speak as you have never spoken before. Act as you have always dreamed. You might have the courage to act. Love fearlessly and fully, and expect to feel the adrenaline rush as you are initiated into a new, braver, and bolder self. Panther Spirit says the time for dreaming about what you want to do is giving way to that first courageous act towards reclaiming your Panther Spirit and power. Your new identity may feel strange at first, but you have what it takes, and your soul wants this. Be bold. Wow. Be bold, okay? Be bold. Some of you guys, it may not be that's drastic. It may not be a breakup. It may be that you take the lead. Maybe a situation was between you and a person is really beautiful and really lovely, and you want to take that next step, but somebody's, you know, maybe in their feelings, over processing the situation, not taking steps forward, but you feel led to say, you know what, let's just try it. Let's just see what if it works. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. But at least you said you try. So for some of you guys, this is a really good opportunity and something for you guys to really capitalize on and just say, you know what, I'd rather just try it instead of, you know, losing the opportunity and never and always wondering what could have happened if I had just given it a chance. Which is why your advice could be start something new, commit to the connection, commit to this, commit to something new, commit to putting work in and staying consistent and adopting to the new routine. There's lots of different ways and angles to read this. Trust me. You know, there's so many of you that have different ways of, you know, of just different lives, different relationships, different things like that. That, you know, any of these could definitely be read in a totally different way and and a different positive light. Like even in this situation where I'm assuming that this somebody that may not know enough about a situation so they don't pursue it, they may just, you know, it may be that, you know, you surprise them because they may have been wrong about something, because they may have been, you know, hyper fixating or thinking about some sort of material, some sort of situation, as in keeping in it, making it hard for them to have a clear decision, to make a clear decision on what they want to do, what they want to say, and how they want to approach it with what they think they knew. But again, it could also be that you surprised them with that piece of information that they felt was needed to ultimately take action. So now that you made an action happen by you just saying something and making it very abundantly clear, progress probably could be made. That blockage that was once there, it could now be lifted because nobody feels nervous, nobody feels inhibited to express themselves. Well, Pisces, okay. Well, I'm loving this for your love lives. Okay, let me know in the comment section if you guys feel like this is kind of pertaining to your situation. If, of course, again, if it doesn't, there are options for personal readings and the description box. But of course, guys, and as always, it was awesome. Until next time, stay safe, y'all.